All right, if you took Paul's advice week 1 on his sleepers, you hit pay dirt with guys
we
like...
did 2 for 3.
We did 2 for 3. Well,
Yeah.
Sean Hill got knocked out of the game.
That's right. If Sean Hill hadn't got knocked out of the game, I'm telling you 5 touchdowns for Sean Hill. So really, how about 2? Can we go 2.5 for 3?
Yeah,
2.5 to 3. Okay, we'll go
sure.
with that. So we missed on Sean Hill. We hit on Chris Ivory, and we hit on Markus Wheaton. So, that's not bad. We'll take 2 out of 3 when we're talking about guys that are available largely on your waiver wire or people that you would never normally think about starting. I think 2 for 3 is not too bad.
Guy that had a pretty good week 1 that you maybe didn't see coming, Jake Locker.
Yeah.
This week he gets that rough Cowboys defense.
Yeah, and we don't mean rough in a good way. This is probably the worst defense in the NFL. They got picked apart by the 49ers last week. Jake Locker comes off a very good game against Kansas City. Locker's a very capable quarterback. He's thrown multiple touchdowns or scored multiple touchdowns one way or another. He's got a couple of rushing mixed in here too. I believe 5 of the last 7 starts that he's had. So Locker, I like Locker. Love him against Dallas. He is absolutely a top 10 running back, top 10 quarterback, and against a really, really bad defense.
A 70-yard touchdown run really saved his sleeper status there in week 1. Chris Ivory carving up the Oakland Raiders. He has the Green Bay Packers in week 2.
Yeah, so we're going back to the well on Chris Ivory. Let's go back to Chris Ivory again. He was so good in week 1, but now he gets the Packers. We saw what a big physical back would do to the Packers when he played against Seattle and Marshawn Lynch in the opener. This is a great opportunity to beat up this same Packers defense. No B.J. Raji up the middle. They can't stop the run. They don't like big physical backs in Green Bay. Chris Ivory's going to give them just that. I think we're going to see a lot of Chris Ivory in this matchup.
In deeper leagues, wide receiver, a place that people really need some of these sleepers to hit pay dirt for them. Who do you got this week?
Well, this is a stretch, but we're going to try Doug Baldwin going up against San Diego. Baldwin's a guy who is a little bit more of the possession receiver for Seattle, but he's still got some decent athleticism. He was on the field for 80% of the plays last week. Goes up against San Diego. They've got a completely rebuilt secondary, including a rookie that they're playing, and then Brandon Flowers is their other starting corner, who was awful last year. So we'll try Doug Baldwin here. I think it's his turn in the rotation. Percy Harvin was actually only on the field like 55% of the snaps. Doug Baldwin led all of the Seattle receivers in playing time last week. So we'll try Doug Baldwin as he goes up against San Diego. It's a tough one. He's available in the vast majority of leagues, but we'll see what happens. We'll give him a shot.
There you go. Go get them if they're there. Chris Ivory, Doug Baldwin, and Jake Locker, your week 2 sleepers.